I That was not how I was. Man, I have not been. I forgot how to speak English. That's what I was fearing. I have not spoken English in so long. Like last week, I streamed only one day, so it has been a while since I last did one of the streams. But yeah, that was not how I was planning on starting this stream. No, my phone fell. Oh, it almost fell to the ground, but I managed to grab it. Sorry, I am fixing some stuff that I should have fixed before, but I forgot. So I had some stuff to say before I started the game. Now, do I remember it? No, but this time I noted everything down, so I know what to say now. So let's start from the beginning. This night was terrible. I was having a lot of trouble falling asleep. I have no idea why. It was not supposed to be this hard. It's never this hard, but today it was. Also, not streaming for so long feels weird because I kind of want to stream. So, not being able to sucks. And also, I have been playing Red Dead Redemption recently. Like, I did a few streams playing Red Dead and then I stopped playing because I don't know why I was not enjoying streaming that game, honestly. So I did not play it for very long. Ever since the last stream, I had not played the game, but yesterday, no, Saturday, I think, I downloaded the game. Wait, I have to connect YouTube Studio. I downloaded the game and was playing it again, and I played like 20 hours in the last 2 days because I have been having a lot of fun. It's a shame I was not having fun streaming it. Maybe I should try again, but I don't know what. By now, I have already advanced a lot in the game, so. But it was one of the first games I streamed, so maybe I was not enjoying just because I didn't know what to do. Well, I don't know what to do now, but you get what I mean, right? It was worse back there. Back then? Whatever. What more do I wanted to say? Red Dead, I already talked about this. Want to stream, delete this. Oh yeah, I have been fucking my sleep schedule completely. Like, for some reason, when how do I say this? So I was going to sleep at 2 a.m. and waking up at, I have no idea, but whatever. I was going to sleep at 2 a.m. and I always sleep 8 hours every night. But then a few days ago, I started going to sleep at 4 a.m. It was fine, it was not the end of the world. And now, more recently, I started sleeping at 6 a.m. and now it's bad because I have to wake up at 12 p.m., which means that I can only sleep like 6 hours every night. But whatever, it's not the end of the world. It could be worse. And also, there's a few games that I really want to stream. So today I'm going to stream NIKKE. I won't be able to stream tomorrow as usual, but Wednesday I'm going to stream Ender Magnolia. It's a game I really want to play because it's a sequel to Ender Lilies, which is one of my favorite games. So I'm very excited for that stream. And Thursday I'm going to stream a new game that I found named Cabernet. It's a vampire game that seems very interesting, so I'm hyped for that one. But yeah, that's how I had noted down to talk about. Let's go to the game already. I did not do any of the second story. I was waiting for this stream, so I'm hyped for that as well. Ignore my background, guys. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I have no shame. Maybe I should have gotten all this stuff before the stream, but whatever. Also, hopefully the audio is not too loud today. But let's see. I also have not been rolling or pulling or however you say it. I was waiting for it to do it on stream. So I'll do it now. Because I'm excited. I'd say I want to get Little Mermaid first. And then Mihara. It's very likely that I am not going to be able to get her. Because I'm very unlucky. Well, that's what I was talking about.
I'm picking up a signal.
I keep getting characters that are not the one I want. Whatever. 10 more. Nothing. And 10 more. Of course, I cannot do 10 more, so I am just going to buy both characters, whatever. I have enough tickets. But it sucks, man. My luck is ridiculously bad. But whatever. Also, I have not been getting the drops in the event. Like these things over here. I'll show you guys when it loads. These things. Because sometimes it has stories in them. So I'll get them now. Ooh. Whatever. I have not been checking the bubbles as well, so I have to do that.
Succeed. For everyone's sake.
Another song. Wait, I'll be big like this. There. Let's connect you to the studio. They're connected.
I know I'll never see them again.
I have to do the challenge.
I still miss them. I'm sorry. That concludes today's
Also, I'm
No One
planning
Ever
for
Sees
this
Them
stream to
Again,
be
but I still
like
miss
the
them.
first one,
I'm
where I
sorry.
used the 5 energy, then I bought for 5 more energy, used them, and then went to do my dailies, and when I came back it had recharged already. So hopefully I can also do that today.
It's okay. I'm not scared anymore. I must succeed. For everyone's sake.
Ooh, this one's nice. I really like when songs have the like this clock noise. Well, I don't know if it's a clock, but it's very similar. So
I'm
you
not
guys
scared anymore.
get what I'm talking about, right? Some money.
I know I'll never see them
Oh.
again, but I still miss them.
Ah, the login.
I'm sorry.
I forgot about this.
I know I'll never see them again, but I still miss them.
And the
I'm
dialogues,
sorry.
the stuff she says.
It's okay. I'm not scared anymore.
God Watchers skip 10 minutes. This one is nice as well, damn. Man,
I must succeed. For
I'm not going to sit here
everyone's
listening to music.
sake. It's okay.
I have a game to play.
I'm not scared anymore.
That's one.
I must succeed.
That one is also great.
For everyone's sake. I know I'll never see them again.
No.
But I still miss
Okay,
them.
got it.
I'm sorry.
There any other?
I
Yes,
know I'll
over
never
here.
see them again,
Some of them are so hard to find. I don't remember this place.
Sorry.
Like this island over here. That's weird.
I must succeed. For everyone's sake.
Not a big fan of this one. Also, I think my allergies have been acting up because recently my nose has been kinda stuffy. Is that how you say that? I think so, right?
I'm not scared anymore.
So that has been bothering me a lot recently.
I must succeed. For everyone's sake.
I like this one as well. I think I like the...
See them
Ooh.
again, but I still
Was that a
miss
voice
them.
crack? I think it was. I like the slower songs.
I must succeed.
Sorry guys, you're not listening to the game because I'm clicking off screen. Give me just a second. There, I was doing some things. And there is a blue. I like this one as well. I paused it accidentally. Whatever. One more. Where? There's always one last piece that I am never able to find. Look, where the hell is this? It's not over here. Not here either. Not there. Well, I'm not going to stay here looking for it. Whatever, let's just go take the story already.
I'm not scared anymore.
Damn. Why is it off center? Is it always off center? No, right?
I know I'll never
Look.
see them again.
Let's connect it to the
I
studio.
miss them.
They're connected.
I'm sorry.
No, that one is very off center.
It's okay. I'm not scared anymore.
But I understand why they had to give her space.
I may not be the best, but I can at least crack a few skulls.
And now we wait for the autoplay.
When I
Ooh.
first opened my eyes and found myself here. An infinite black void. All that stared back at me was cold seawater and endless bits and bobs from the surface which Gluttony had swallowed.
How did she end up here? Was it right after the elevator thing? When she fell? Like, did she fall when this thing swallowed her while she was falling? I don't know if the event is going to talk about that.
As well as a red core. At first, I used my abilities to try every possible method of escape. I tried shooting bubbles at the core. I tried using my kotodama. None of it worked. Gluttony was different than ordinary raptures. It was moving by primal instinct alone. The
What does she mean
result
by
was
that?
my kotodama had no effect on it.
Like, does she mean that the Gluttony doesn't have, like, any mind to receive her orders? Like, it's very simplistic.
Gluttony seemed to prioritize its urge to consume above all other instincts.
Yeah, I think so.
When I'd exhausted all possible means of escape, I started to become afraid. Was I going to die in this place? digested. What kind of attack would gluttony unleash on the outside world? What would happen if gluttony found out about the nature of my bubbles?
Man, she's afraid of dying, but she's also concerned about like what's going to happen.
Was I
She's so
doomed to
nice, man.
fail once again? Without achieving anything? It was at that moment that I remembered a promise I'd once made to a few friends.
I wonder if I'm going to cry in this stream. Because the last one, I was tearing up by the end.
She told me that from now on, our story was no longer one of failure, but a fairy tale. One with a happy ending. I became determined not to give up. My friends were surely out there, trying their best in order to keep that promise too. I couldn't give up. I had to struggle with all my might. In order to keep myself alive, I had to create more bubbles.
Did the story say anything about Hansel and Gretel? I'm not a, like, how do I say this in English? I have not been doing the story missions, so, like, I think I am in chapter 15. So yeah, I'm way back from the current events. I definitely have to do them, the story. So I don't know if Hansel and Gretel were talked about or showed or anything.
I expanded the protective bubble around myself in order not to be detected by gluttony's core. I gathered surrounding remnants from the surface and created a space where I could live. I crafted a tree out of bubbles, fabricated a bubble workshop, and built all the places where I lived with you guys. I also made dolls that resembled my friends and launched them up to the surface. I hoped that someday, perhaps my friends would encounter these doppelgangers and come looking for me.
Did she make several of them then?
I continued making the bubbles and launching them up to the surface. Again and again, I did this. I waited for a long time. At times, the loneliness was excruciating. I considered giving up more than once. But even in the deepest depths of my despair, my longing to see my friends trumped all else. I wanted to uphold the promise I made on that day. And so I strengthened my resolve countless times and pushed on. Then you guys came, swallowed whole by gluttony. I was terribly worried for you all.
I remember seeing someone talk about something Uni did. Like, I don't remember exactly what. So, I think she was turned into this as punishment, maybe. I don't remember if the guy who talked about this went into details, and I just don't remember. So, I don't remember if I just don't remember. No, my phone fell again. Sorry. I hope it doesn't make like a loud noise when it falls, and I grab it.
But paradoxically, I was also ecstatic to finally have company.
Of course, after
During
70
my
years,
time alone,
it's hard not to
I
be.
had learned how to control my kotodama, and being able to talk, laugh, and live with you all filled me with ineffable joy.
Ineffable.
That's how much
What's
you all
that
mean to
word?
me.
Also, I learned something in my last stream. Well, I did not learn it, I already knew it. But like, when you Google something, it shows your full address in the bottom of the page. Like, not your actual address, but it shows way too much. And I might have leaked that on my last stream a few times, which is why the stream is private now. Let's see, ineffable. So I'm not going to show my Google anymore, my browser. Too great or extreme, ineffable. Too great or extreme to be expressed or described in words. So happy, very happy, basically. Is it? Too great or extreme to be No, it's just something extreme. I see.
Your presence here was a gift.
Ineffable joy.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I was able to meet you all. I'm not afraid of the end anymore. I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer lonely. So don't blame yourselves. And live well. Siren.
I might cry in this thing, guys.
What?
Above Murray is the ceiling of what appears to be a medical room.
Are you awake? Who? Nice to meet you. I'm Mana of the MMR squad.
I forgot that Mana is also a NIKKE. I was not able to get her. I didn't have the gems. And the ones I had, I was unlucky, as you guys saw in this stream, the last one.
Hey, Rabbity! Let's have some fun!
Finally some combat.
Give me just a second.
No, I just realized that it's mirrored. I did not see that when I was making this squad.
I should start preparing for the next class. Are you Mori from the incubator squad? Yes.
I find that name a little funny.
Where am I?
Why is the squad named Incubator? Like, for what reason? What do they incubate?
This is Reclamation Site 01. It's the first area on the surface that we've successfully reclaimed.
Ooh,
Have
nice.
you heard of it?
I have not heard about it.
What am I doing here? Once we were out of danger.
Well, I'm sorry that I keep yawning, but as I said, I had trouble falling asleep today, so I think today I only slept like 5 hours. And I woke up 3 or 4 times this night as well, so it was very bad.
Wardress brought you back here. Are Mihara and Yuni? They're outside. Would you like to go meet them?
Damon, I need 8 hours of sleep, Damon. Don't understand. 5 hours is way too little.
Yes. Mori. Mihara. What happened to Gluttony?
I was not paying attention to the dialogue. Wait, I have to connect with the studio again. They're connected. Oh, it is, Damon. It is way better than 2. I cannot argue against that. Did you get only 2 hours of sleep today? Or what? I see. Outside, would like to meet them. Okay.
Where's Siren?
Gluttony left.
No. Is there any way we can follow it?
So they are probably going to save Siren, right? Hopefully. That sucks, Damon. Why were you just not being able to fall asleep, or did you just go to sleep way too late? I went to sleep way too late. I have been playing Red Dead Redemption lately. So I was playing. Ooh, that sucks. I also have trouble falling asleep when it's raining. But like an actual storm, I don't know if I ever had one around here.
We need to go save Siren.
It's possible for us to track it, but...
Then let's go. We have to hurry before it gets too far.
You should play NIKKE, Damon. You don't get the story is actually very good. The music as well.
We can't do that.
What?
We can't go.
Do you hear what you're saying? Don't you want to save Siren?
Of course I do. But tracking Gluttony is impossible.
Why not?
Mori, do you know what kind of rapture Gluttony is?
Hmm?
No, I don't. And I don't care. Besides,
What kind of rapture
No.
is it?
This is something you need to know. Siren risked her life to save your own. I can't let you go rushing headlong into danger without knowing anything, even if it is because you want to save her. If you end up throwing your life away recklessly, all of Siren's sacrifices will be in vain. Gluttony appeared during the first Rapture invasion. A Tyrant-class Rapture.
With the
After
first rapture
humanity went
invasion?
into the Ark,
Ooh.
it rarely showed up.
So it's very, very old. A Tyrant class. Huh.
And so the only information we have on it is from old records.
Yeah.
It
So it
consumed an
probably
ICBM
evolved,
intended
right?
to destroy the lift.
But it also consumed the thing that was... I don't remember this. I'm trying to remember, but it was way too long ago. Yeah, I'm not going to remember.
Then expelled all that energy back at the launch site and utterly decimated it.
Oof.
From that point on, humanity stopped using large-scale armaments against Rapture facilities. That's probably why Siren insisted on staying behind.
Yeah,
If
to
Gluttony digests
protect
the
the
AA pillar
AA
and the
pillar.
energy contained within it, this entire region would be wiped off the map.
is it really that dangerous?
Yes, it is. It's a miracle that we were able to get out of that thing alive. And here you are, wanting to rush back towards it. Are you sure you can do that? You're afraid of fighting run-of-the-mill ordinary raptures. When you stand in front of Gluttony, are you sure you won't lose your nerve?
It's a very good question.
Besides, this isn't a problem which can be solved with willpower alone. Even if you are
Yeah.
willing to risk your life,
And
you
Mori
most
is like
likely won't be able to make a dent in that beast.
a very bad NIKKE, right? She's like way below standard. To the point that she was put into another squad with mass-produced NIKKEs. So, as far as I know, she's not very useful in combat, unfortunately. No, my phone fell again. Maybe she gets an upgrade, but like because she is necessary, right? So maybe she gets an upgrade by the end of the story. Or like during the story, you know what I mean.
You'd be throwing your life away. I understand that it's a bitter pill to swallow. But there are some things which we are powerless to change. This is one of them. You can't do this, Mori. You must give it up. The best thing for us to do now is rest. In the meantime, we can take our time to mull this over. Let's go,
I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that if I go out there, I'm signing my own death warrant. That I might die without being able to do anything. Especially since we're talking about me. Someone who's afraid of even regular raptures.
Yeah.
I realize I'd be powerless against something like Gluttony. You're right. The right thing for a weak NIKKE from the incubator squad to do is give up. But I can't. I can't get it out of my head. I can't abandon her. She was the first person who told me she was glad I was alive. Even if I get chewed up, melted into a puddle, whatever it is, I want to go save her.
I can't live knowing that she gave up her life for mine. So,
Murray kneels in front of Mihara and Yuni.
Mori,
please, just this once, could you help me? I know what I did to you is unforgivable. I know how shameless this request is. I'm perfectly aware that I should be asking for forgiveness instead of a favor. So I'll do anything. If you go with me, I will do anything. I put my life entirely in your hands. If you tell me to submit a false report, I'll do it. I will give you anything and everything I have. You give the order, any order, and I'll obey. If you want me to die in your place, I'm willing to do it any time. So please.
Yeah, she's really serious about this.
Just this once. I don't have any special skills or connections. All I can do is beg. So here I am, on my knees, begging you to help me chase after gluttony. Please.
I knew this would happen. Once someone has been shown love, they'll never give up.
Yeah, who was that said this? It was Mihara, right? One of them talked about this. Don't remember who it was. I think it was Mihara talking to Siren, right? I'm not sure. Mihara and Yoni look at Murray.
Such affection. Such sorrow. I suppose we don't have much choice, do we? If you're that determined, Mori, let's go save Siren.
Mihara.
Oh yeah.
But we can't rush in without a plan. Before we make our move, we need to find a clue as to how to take down Gluttony. If we don't do that, then this isn't a rescue operation, but a suicide mission. Understand?
I understand.
All right then. Let's go see what we can find out.
My eyes are itching a lot.
This is an educational experience as well. I have to do some quick maintenance. Give me just a second.
There. That should fix it. Bum, 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 bum. Temporary operation room in reclamation site 1.
So that's why you came to see me?
Yes, we came seeking whatever knowledge you have on Gluttony.
I already provided you with all the basic information about gluttony.
Indeed, and we thank you for that.
So what more do you need to know?
Are you aware of there being any way to take it down?
Gluttony, you mean?
Yeah. I figured with you being the way you are, you'd have considered potential ways to eliminate it.
Yeah, how the hell do you eliminate gluttony? Because if you throw like a bomb at it, it's just going to swallow the bomb and throw it back at you. So how do you do that?
Me? Why would you think that?
When we were swallowed by Gluttony, I heard you say to us, "Get away from there immediately." Isn't that because you were in the middle of dropping the AA pillar?
How did you know that?
We saw the AA pillar inside Gluttony's stomach.
The AA pillar is still inside gluttony?
Yes. In order to prevent that energy from being absorbed, the NIKKE who saved our lives is still inside Gluttony.
So she's not saying who
So,
the
in
NIKKE
order
was.
to rescue her, we need a way to subdue Gluttony, even if it's only momentarily. Is there any way to make that happen?
The fact that you all came back alive after being consumed by gluttony is surprising enough.
The Goddess Squad is unknown in the arc, right? Like they completely wiped them off the records. If I'm not misremembering anything. I really have to play that event. What was the name? Over something. I have to play that. Maybe I'll stream it someday.
Now I'm being told there's still someone inside? Is she a pilgrim?
We're not sure, but most likely, yes.
That at least increases our chances of a successful rescue.
Also, I hope the audio of the game and my voice is okay. I was messing around with it before starting, so I don't know if it's fine.
We're conducting joint research into this incident, along with the central government. So, I'm not at liberty to act on my own and divulge information.
I see.
What I can do for you is introduce you to someone else who could help. Would that be alright?
Who would that be?
Hello. Since this
Ooh.
is my first operation
Shifty.
at Fortress, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shifty, an operator from the Central Government's Intelligence Division. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shifty.
I'm seeing a few faces that don't belong to Fortress, at least according to the database.
Shifty is also a playable character, right? I think we got her in one of the... I'm not sure actually. No, I think it was only temporary, right? For the April Fools. Yeah, I think she's not playable. Never mind.
Since you mentioned this operation involves a few secret agents, I won't ask any questions.
That's very considerate of you.
Mana briefed me on the situation. You all escaped from inside Gluttony. And now you're planning to track it down in order to rescue the pilgrim that's still inside. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. Is there any way we could receive support from the central government?
That would be somewhat difficult.
Also, I was thinking about watching other streams of people playing through this event to see how they were doing it. Because as you can see in this stream, I'm not talking much. I'm just listening to the event and the... Sorry, let me start from the beginning. I'm just listening to the story and giving some comments here and there. So I was going to watch other streams, but I got lazy. So I didn't. Which means that I still don't know what I should be doing. Sorry, let me fix my belt. There.
Unless Gluttony poses a direct threat to the central government, they've decided not to actively pursue it.
So you mean they're just leaving it alone?
I figured that's the conclusion they'd
That
reach.
seems to be for the best, probably.
May I ask why they decided on that course of action?
Probably because they haven't found a way to eliminate it yet.
You think so?
Of course. After it swallowed the AA pillar like it was nothing, we've been at a loss as to how to take it down as well. We haven't come up with any definite way to destroy Gluttony. At least, not at the moment.
We did think of attempting an extermination operation by deploying an elite combat squad from the ARC, the counter squad.
Ooh,
However,
you're talking
given that
about
the ARC
us.
has recently suffered a large-scale attack.
Wait. We got raised to an elite combat squad? I didn't know that. We were not an elite combat squad, right? In the beginning of the story. So I'm guessing we got promoted eventually. At some point in the story. That's nice.
It was decided that reinforcing the ARC's defenses was our top priority. As far as I know, our current strategy is to refrain from proactive engagement.
I see. I suppose that means we don't know of any way to restrain gluttony either.
Siren.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
Ooh.
It's far from exact, but...
But
There's a way?
Well...
but only to restrict
We
it, right?
have
Not
found a way to damage it.
not killing it.
The only thing is that the method is rather extreme, and it requires a big sacrifice. As such, we've designated it as unviable.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Yeah, what kind of sacrifice?
A blood sacrifice.
Someone has to enter through Gluttony's mouth and plant this onto its core.
Glass container
Are those
No.
crystals?
Mana takes out a glass container filled with crystals and batteries.
E2 crystals, to be precise, harvested from the crystal region. They
I should
have a
know what the
unique
crystal
property
region
where
is.
They absorb electrical energy upon contact. They then continue to expand until all energy is depleted. They are dangerous to NIKKEs as well as raptures. Unless sealed within glass, like so, it will instantly consume anything it touches.
If we're able to plant that onto Gluttony's core,
Yes. No matter how adept that creature is at absorbing and discharging energy, there would be no way for it to counteract a parasitic organism attached directly to its own core. Barring
We
any
can only hope,
unforeseen
right?
circumstances, I'm positive
Yeah.
this could take it down.
then what are we waiting for?
Gluttony isn't simply going to sit still and let us plant this on it.
That's why this method was deemed infeasible.
Precisely. There had never been a recorded case of anyone escaping from gluttony after being consumed by it. But then you guys showed up.
I wouldn't think the Ark cares about whether the NIKKEs survive or not. Like, they don't seem to care too much.
You all came shooting back up out of gluttony like some kind of miracle.
But that's all it is. A miraculous fluke, yes, but a fluke nonetheless. If you were to go back inside, the chances of coming out alive are still close to zero. Even with that pilgrim still being inside the beast. If something were to go wrong during your attempted entry, we would have no safeguards in place to respond to such a situation.
Right. If its mouth closes before you're all the way inside, or if the silver liquid touches you, you'd melt instantly.
It's over.
I'll do it.
This isn't a decision you should make lightly.
I'm not making it lightly. I told you. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I want to save her. So I'll do it.
Mori.
I can do it.
All right.
In that case, there are two remaining uncertainties. A method to lure gluttony, and a way to keep its mouth open and hold it in place.
Yeah, how the hell are we
If
going
we
to
can find
attract
answers
gluttony
to those two quandaries,
if we don't even know where
we've
it
got
is?
a long way to ensuring the operation is successful.
A way to hold it in place.
You don't have any ideas at all?
No, we haven't come up with a solution for that yet. That's another reason why this operation was never attempted.
I see.
Okay. That should be enough information to go on.
Does that mean?
Yes. Let's go save Siren.
Hell yeah.
Thank you both for your help. We will think of the rest ourselves.
Yeah, I hope Siren has a happy ending. I hate sad endings, tragic endings, and all that. I only like happy endings. Like the one Cinderella. Sorry. Like the one Cinderella is having.
Understood.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can. Give me a few minutes and I'll be right back into it.
I wonder why the... I was going to ask why the game was not changing characters. I was wondering if I had turned off the option, but no.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Reclamation Site 1 indoors.
How in the world can we hold gluttony in place?
Mori, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Remember how you told us you were willing to do anything?
Yes. I'll do anything you tell me to. Just say the word.
Then, could you perhaps lend me your phone for a moment?
Huh?
Why?
My phone?
Why all that build up? Why not ask? Like, why not just ask? That's not a big, ridiculous thing to ask.
Yeah, I need it.
That's it? Why do you make it sound so serious?
Yeah.
I was bracing myself for something big.
Sorry. You seemed awfully tense, so I wanted to lighten the mood. Don't you feel a bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, sure. I'm positively stress-free. Anyway, here.
And I really like the English dub in this game. A lot of people don't like the dub, but I really like it. More hands over her cell phone to Mihara.
What do you need it for anyway? I really don't know anyone who could help us.
There's someone. Someone very powerful.
Is she going
Know
to
someone like that?
call
You
us?
certainly
Maybe?
do. She sent you to us.
Nah, not us.
Hold on. Are you?
I am willing to jump into Gluttony's mouth to save Siren. I have to say.
I'm going to contact her. Is that okay?
Yes. It's okay. You don't have to keep asking for my permission. I told you. I'm willing to go through anything and everything. So hurry up and do it.
Thanks, Mori. I'll be right back.
You're not doing it here?
I think I'll need a little privacy for our conversation. Uni, will you stay with Mori for a moment? It won't take long.
Shake,
What's
shake.
wrong, Uni?
Like
Do you
this?
not want me to go? I'm sorry, but I really must go. I have something to discuss with this individual. I think they may have a solution to our problem. They should know a way for us to keep gluttony momentarily in check. Or, in other words, a perfect way for me to utilize my power. So, please, could you stay with Mori for a moment?
Wait, I think I got distracted because I did not pay much attention. I really must go. Something we discuss. A solution. Keeping gluttony in check.
I'll be right back.
Mihara stands up. Mihara walks outside, leaving Yuni behind. For some reason Yuni can't fully explain, she feels nervous. Mihara seems to have come to some momentous decision. And the fact that Yuni doesn't know what it is or how to stop it terrifies her.
Are you okay, Uni?
Yuni turns around and glares at Mori. Sorry about the notification on my phone. Let me mute my phone. I forgot to do this before starting this thing. There, it's muted. I have to connect it to the studio again. Connected.
Uni?
Staring at the one she believes is the cause of all this, Uni is overcome by an how do you say that word? Inexplicable impulse. Mihara walks down the hallway, gripping Mori's phone.
Maybe contacting this person isn't the right choice. No. I need to settle this once and for all. Even if only for Uni's sake. I can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't save anyone. I can't achieve anything. It'll end up just like before. I'll only end up full of sorrow. I need power. I need to get stronger. Let's do this.
Can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. What does she mean? Settle this once and for all. Like, is this something she already wanted to do? Like, she's not doing it only for this mission. Need power, need to get stronger. Mihara unlocks Mori's phone to make the call.
A message.
Mihara opens Mori's blah blah app. Knock knock. Mori, how is your task coming along? The deadline is quickly approaching, and I haven't heard from you. I clearly saw that the calling signal was activated. Why hasn't there been a report? Ah, are you dead perhaps? Heh, how tragic. No, I'm still alive. Wow, still alive and kicking, are you? Excellent. It's nice to meet you, Jian. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you recognize me? You're right, I did hurt my head. I can't recall if I have seen you before. So allow me to introduce myself once more. Nice to meet you. I'm Mihara. I have seen this dialogue before. Did we not see this in the ending of the first story? My oh my. Now things are starting to get interesting. Can we have a little talk? Sure, why not? I'll contact you later. I'll be waiting.
It's time I bring this class to a close.
I'm getting hungry. I have not eaten anything today yet.
I have to do some quick maintenance.
It's fine, not going to eat now.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Let's see, that's the last energy I have. Then I'll have to buy more.
Well, hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Wow, you really don't remember? I guess your last memory wipe was the one that finally stuck.
Did you have several memory wipes? Like, I only remember one of them, which was the one that happens right at the beginning of the story.
Oh, is that so?
Why do they keep wiping her memory? Do they not have any other targets?
I figured since you were hanging out with Uni with an explosive caller of your own,
must have retained
Ooh, an
some of her
explosive
old
color.
memories, but apparently not. What a shame.
Yes, it would have been nice if I remembered. Then I would have known about you much earlier.
Aw, how nice of you. However, I don't see Mori. You didn't off her, did you?
She's such a nice kid. How could I kill her? She's somewhere safe, resting.
Ah, I see. If she isn't dead, why isn't she the one contacting me? Apparently she's not as afraid of being disposed of as I thought.
What did you say?
Didn't she tell you? If she doesn't report back with her findings on my little experiment, she's headed for the scrap heap.
I just realized that these things in her clothing looks like fingers, like skeleton fingers. But they do look very nice, I have to say.
I assumed you knew everything since you're contacting me on her phone. Looks like I was wrong again.
This is my first time hearing all this.
Well then, this is quite a pickle. I'm rather curious to hear about the outcome of the experiment. Perhaps I should ask you how it went?
If I tell you, what's in it for me?
Look at the little negotiator. You're a cheeky one. What do you want?
It's a big ask. Is that okay?
Hearing you out doesn't cost me anything.
All right, then I'll get to it. Stop this calling signal experiment on Yumi.
I'd rather not.
Stop meddling in Mori's life and spare her.
I'll consider it.
And one more thing.
More? Aren't you the greedy one?
Help me become stronger.
She's asking 3 things in exchange of 1. That's not a very good negotiation.
That's everything.
Oh, now that's an interesting proposal. But it's a rather steep price to pay simply to satisfy my own curiosity. I could cherry pick any test subject I wanted from the ones up for disposal. Why should I go through all this trouble of dealing with you instead?
How about this? I'll be the one to undergo the experiment,
Ooh,
not Yumi.
which experiment?
Does that sweeten the deal?
Like, what's the name? Ah, yeah. Is the experiment about fusing NIKKEs and Raptors, maybe? Because they turned Uni into like a NIKKE Rapture hybrid, right? So I guess that's the experiment.
Do you even know what kind of experiments I'm conducting?
You're inserting a rapture core inside a NIKKE.
Yeah.
Isn't that it? What'd you say?
There are 2 cores inside Uni.
2 cores? What are you talking about? How do you know that?
When you were all falling, do you remember how I caught you with my bubbles?
Yes.
When someone enters my bubble, I can learn a lot about them. That's how I found out. Uni was used as a test subject and fused with a rapture. She now carries 2 cores inside her.
And are you saying one of those cores is...
Yes, I believe it belonged to a rapture.
a rapture core?
Oh,
What happened for them to do that to Uni? I really have to continue the story. The main story, I mean. This is not a side story, this is also a main thing, but it's an event. But I mean, it's one of the campaign missions.
So that's why she reacted the way she did to the calling signal.
I believe that is the reason why. Yes. Right now, at least, the NIKKE core is dominant. That allows for Uni's consciousness to maintain control over her body. But hearing the calling signal seems to activate the Rapture core. Continual exposure to it could cause the Rapture instincts to take her over completely.
Like, does the Rapture core make her stronger? Maybe. The core is what gives them energy, right? So if she has 2 cores, maybe she has double the energy.
For someone like you,
Or am I mistaken?
whose external body has been fused with a Rapture, her
Ooh.
identity as a NIKKE could become even
Okay,
more
so
unstable.
they not only implanted a Rapture core inside of her, they also fused it, like, her external body with a Rapture. And that sucks.
You must be careful.
I'll keep that in mind. Judging by your expression, I'd say I'm on the mark.
You're something else. You know that? How did you know?
Sorry, it's a secret.
Come now, give me just a little tease.
Do we have a deal or what?
Well, it is an enticing proposal. All of my previous test subjects were NIKKE's about to be scrapped. With you,
Ah, my
I
hand.
had a chance to implant a Rapture
Wait,
core to
so-
someone special.
Was Uni going to be Scrapper then? Well, as I said before, I know that Uni did something. I'm not sure what it was. So I guess it was so bad that she was going to be scrapped.
A NIKKE who was handcrafted by my adorable little sister, piece by piece.
Wait, is she the older sister of Steven? I mean, I guess she's talking about Steven, but I don't know. She could be talking about anyone, honestly.
Uni's external body had already been fused with Rapture parts, so it was already an alternative experiment in many ways.
I don't know, because Steven was not a scientist, right? She was only the CEO of Mysteries. I guess she's not the older sister of Steven. She must be someone else.
When the Mantis Squad was corrupted, I wondered if I could potentially find a use for them. But then, much to my disappointment, they were healed.
I got spoiled, guys. I did not know that.
Like this to come along.
Yeah, it was to be expected
I'm glad that
anyways.
you're satisfied.
I certainly am. I had no idea such interesting NIKKEs existed. I feel like I've been missing out. If I'd known about you earlier, I would have taken you in back when you got shot in the head.
If you'd done that, then this moment wouldn't be possible, would it?
Fair point. So what is it that you're really after? Why are you so willing to subject your body to my experiments? You have 3 requests. Is that really everything?
Yes.
She's giving
that's
more.
everything.
Now that I think about it, your requests seem rather modest. Why do you want to become stronger? Do you find you're somehow lacking when it comes to eliminating raptures?
I want to take down gluttony.
Ah, gluttony! Yes, that would be an impossible task in your current state. It is officially classified as a tyrant class, but in actuality it's far beyond that.
Yeah, because we took down several tyrant classes, right? From what I remember from the story. So for this one to be so much stronger, I guess they don't have a stronger category than tyrant.
There's a reason it's named after a cardinal sin. But you receive a new body recently?
Yes, but I lack the ability to fully utilize its power.
In other words, you lack talent.
I figured if anyone would have a solution, it would be you.
You figured right. If you undergo the same experiment Uni did, you will definitely become stronger.
So it
that
makes them
problem will
stronger.
resolve itself automatically.
Fusing with raptures.
However, that means one of your wishes would have been granted without any real input from me. In that case, we'll say that I owe you one. You can come to me with a request later, and I'll grant it.
Thank you.
No need to thank me.
I do not trust a single word she says.
You, of all people, should know that implanting a rapture core onto a living NIKKE is akin to a death sentence. If you want to back out, now's your last chance.
I've already gone through 2 memory wipes. And
Oh.
I'm walking around with a bomb strapped to my neck.
It was only 2 then. It was not a lot. Well, I mean, 2 times is already too much, in my opinion. I don't want to have my memory wiped even a single time, but I was thinking it happened more times. I don't know, 5 times or something like that.
I'm getting used to living life on the edge.
That may be so, but carrying 2 cores around is a different kind of thrill altogether.
It's no different from the pain I've had to endure up to this point.
Alright, fine. If that's what you really want. I'll stop playing around with the calling signal. I'll also give you what you want when it comes to that incubator friend of yours.
Also, I just realized that her whip is like around her. That doesn't seem very practical. Like, what if she has to, like, if combat happens, she'll have to untie it, like, go around 1, 2, 3 times.
As for the strength you desire, I will put it within your grasp.
Thank you.
But I get something in return.
Hmm?
You're now my test subject for life.
Bah.
I get to do whatever I want to you, and you're expected to grin and bear it. Got that?
Yes. Understood.
She just made a deal with the devil.
I think you're officially fit for my experimenting table.
Pum, 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 pum.
This is an educational experience as well. Reloading.
I'm hiding!
Well done.
You know what? I think I'm going to buy Little Mermaid and Mihara today.
should
After I
start
finish
preparing
the
for next
story.
class.
Like, I have the tickets to do that anyways. So whatever. Why is my OBS flickering? Why is it? Or is it flicking? Flicking or flickering? What's the right word? This flickering even... Yeah, it does exist. I think it's flickering. The word I'm looking for.
She's been following us ever since we left the Ark.
Oh, that's Uni, right?
I hate her. There's so much terror in her eyes, and yet she still came here with the intent of ruining me and Mihara. She activated that calling signal and made me suffer. She almost got Mihara killed. If Siren wasn't there, I would have killed Mihara with my own hands. I'll never forgive her for that.
Uni?
Murray steps back. Uni walks toward Murray.
This girl tried to put Mihara in danger. She's put strange thoughts into Mihara's mind. She's put Mihara in danger. I can't forgive her. I won't forgive her.
Ooh.
Stay back, Uni.
Uni reaches out and grabs Mori's neck. Wasn't she tired? I guess she broke the constraints again. Is that the word I'm looking for? Constraints? Whatever.
I must kill her. She put Mihara in danger. She's trying to kill Mihara. She killed Mihara. She's the most despicable thing there is.
Uh,
She's like me.
Uni's eyes start to glow red.
Uni. I'm sorry.
Tears start to flow from Mori's eyes.
I know you won't forgive me.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
I know I don't deserve forgiveness,
I said I don't want to hear it.
but you have to let me save Siren. Once I've saved her, then you can kill me.
The tears from Mori's eyes fall onto Uni's hand.
Please, I'm begging you.
Please, I'm begging you. I know what those words mean. They're the words spoken when you desperately want to save someone precious to you. When you want to help them so badly, but you're powerless.
Did she say that
So
before?
all you can do is beg. Beg and speak desperate, pleading words. I understand, but I don't want to. I hate that she's like me in this way. I hate that she thinks the same way I do. I can't kill her.
Uni loosens her grip and Mori collapses to the ground. Uni slumps to the ground.
Uni, I'm sorry. Sorry for putting you through this. For putting you and Mihara in harm's way again.
I know you are.
I still want to save her. She's the first person to ever be kind to me. And I loved it. I don't want to lose her or that feeling no matter what.
I understand.
I know that you feel the same way about Mihara. And yes, despite me knowing that, I'm still making you go out and put yourselves in danger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so selfish. But I want to save her. I'm sorry.
I know it all too well. How it feels to know affection for the first time. And how it feels when you lose it. I know that sorrow. That ache. I understand why Mihara wants to help her. To be honest, I also think we should save Siren. That's why I can't find it in myself to despise her fully.
Tears start flowing from Uni's mask.
Uni?
But I'm scared. I'm terrified. Terrified of losing Mihara again.
For like the third time. Because she had her mind wiped once and then twice. And now she's afraid that Mihara is going to die.
I'm sorry.
I think. Two broken hearts sit together across from one another. Each understands the other more than anyone else ever could. Each feels sorry for the other, and both are afraid of losing what's most precious to them. And so they sit together and they cry.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Mihara!
Yuri senses strange vibes coming from Mihara.
Huh? What's wrong? Is something on your mind?
Yuni shakes her head.
What are those marks on Mori's neck?
Huh? Oh, nothing. I just bumped into a wall.
How do you bump into a wall and get marks around your neck?
Isn't that right, Uni? Isn't that right?
Well, I think something happened. But whatever it was, it seems like you two have resolved it. So, I won't press.
I appreciate it. Anyways, what took you so long? Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. I just found a way to become stronger, that's all.
What do you mean by that?
Excuse me.
Oh wow.
Mana
We
opens
were
the
about to
door
make our way over to you.
and comes inside. That's a little weird to say.
I appreciate you coming to us.
A combination of words.
I think we can skip the small talk. Here.
Mana hands Mori a glass jar containing crystals and batteries.
These are the E2 crystals for the operation.
Okay.
As I mentioned, they absorb electrical energy and are incredibly dangerous. For NIKKEs, even the slightest physical contact with these crystals will cause the body to be corrupted. Do not ever take them out of the jar, under any circumstances. If by any chance you do accidentally come into contact with the crystals, you must immediately shut down the power to that area of your body to prevent it from spreading. Understood?
Got it.
Mihara?
What are the batteries for then? Feeding the crystals, maybe?
Yes?
Everything is riding on this. Failure isn't an option.
I owe you, Mana.
If you want to repay me, come back alive. All of you. I'll be waiting.
We'll come back. No matter what.
The sound of something melting. The sound of something boiling. The sound of flowing liquid. Amidst those countless sinister sounds, Little Mermaid opens her eyes. Beyond the tiny bubble lies a crimson ocean, and inside that lies Gluttonous Core, staring back at her. Okay guys, I have to get something to eat because my stomach is hurting, so give me a minute. Also, I don't remember if there's anything in this scene that's not supposed to be, and we're going to find out now. Okay, it's fine. So, I will be right back. I'm back. I got some. What's the name of this in English? Oh, I guess I can call them. Ugh! My phone fell again. I guess I can call them cookies, but yeah, hopefully the noise is not going to bother you guys. Let me see. Oh, it fell. Let's see, I have to buy the energy.
It's okay. I'm not scared anymore.
Also, I'm not chewing with my mouth open. It's just that the model opens the mouth when you chew. Unless you're using vBridger, but I don't know if this model has vBridger compatibility, so I didn't buy it to test.
I know I'll never see them again, but I still miss them.
Ooh, your figure arrived, Damon.
Sorry.
That's nice. Did you open it already or not yet? Does it look as good as the pictures? Did you get scammed? Okay. Let me see. Also, I hope the mic is not picking up. Damn. Did you do these poses or? Yeah, there are different poses. That's nice. That looks great. Also, as I was saying, I hope my mic is not picking up the sound of me chewing, because I have to put my phone very close to my mouth to pick up me, like for it not to have too much echo. I should not speak with my mouth full. I'm sorry. I'll finish chewing before talking. Okay. Little Mermaid senses it immediately.
I've been discovered. Gluttony knows I've been hiding the AA pillar from it. The bubble barrier is thinner than before. Probably because I condensed some of the bubbles around the AA pillar. That must have made it easier to detect.
The bubble ignites as it touches the seawater. Droplets rush out to repair the crumbling bubble wall. Silver liquid seeps through the gaps that can't be repaired in time.
You really want to eat this, don't you?
Little Mermaid tightly embraces the encased AA pillar and gazes at Gluttony's corpse. The AA pillar is very small then. I was thinking it was like very big, but if it's inside this thing, then it's very small. Unless she's very tall, that could also be a possibility.
Well, you can't have it. I don't care how much you glare at me. I'm not handing it over. I won't let you have it. My bubbles will dissolve the energy, and it will disappear.
A searing pain courses through Mermaid's entire body, from her fingertips to her toes. At the same time, a bubbling sensation surges from within her.
I'm reaching my limit, and I'm starting to feel the side effects from the bubbles.
Is her hair more blue? I don't remember her having so much blue streaks.
For long, my entire body will be turned into liquid metal.
Oof.
Ew.
As her vision gradually fades, Little Mermaid wonders. If she closes her eyes, how many more times will she be able to open them?
No, not yet. I can't stop now. Not until all this energy is depleted.
I start eating and I have to read immediately after. Desperately embracing the immense energy to keep it from escaping, Little Mermaid closes her eyes again. Mihara and Yuni track Gluttony's movements. Meanwhile, Mori follows behind, not saying a word. Along the way, they encounter rapture after rapture. Time and time again, they take them down, relocate Gluttony's trail, and press forward. It is Mori's first true skirmish with a rapture, entirely unlikely her previous encounters with them. In the past, she had only she had only caught glimpses of raptures while fleeing with support squads. But this is something else altogether, and altogether more terrifying. It feels as if the raptors could end her life at any moment with a single attack. Which connected to the studio, well connected. Her wounds accumulate and wear her down. So many times she wants to collapse, to run away. She wants nothing more than to dig a hole in the ground and hide. But each time Mori thinks of this, she clenches her teeth. And think about the two other whom she had dragged into this. She thinks about Yuni's eyes filled with tears and terrified of losing Mihara. Of Mihara's relentless efforts to grant her wish. Of Siren who had sacrificed herself in order to save everyone. It was now trapped inside Gluttony, facing her imminent gloom. Imminent doom. I mixed the two words, gluttony and doom. Mori thinks about every word Siren had said, every affectionate gesture she had shown to her. As she recalls all this, Mori rejects her fear. She would force herself up again. Force her feet to move forward. She tightens her grip on her gun even though she wants to grab a shovel and dig. On and on she runs, without any concept of day and night. Until finally...
I'm not seeing a trail anymore. Gluttony must be close.
We are just one step away from the place where Little Mermaid is waiting.
We finally found her.
No need to fear. Litter is here.
Reloading.
Oh!
Time for class to begin.
Everyone will have a blast in Wonderland. Aren't we having such a great time together? We won!
This is an educational experience as well.
Another battle. One right after the other.
I'm hiding!
Have to do some quick maintenance. Class is over.
There's a beach here. Yes, this should work nicely.
Is Gluttony here?
Yeah, it should be underground, within a 10-kilometer radius.
Does it stay underground or underwater? I'm not sure. It should be underwater, right? If it has swallowed enough water to be full of water inside. Hey Bob, welcome. We are at the middle of the second story. I think this is the chapter 8, I think. Or 7, I'm not sure.
10 kilometers? How are we supposed to find it?
How do you think?
With 10 kilometers underground? How the hell are you going to reach this thing? No. Isn't like Mount Everest 8 kilometers? Or am I mistaken?
But how?
By using the beach, for starters. Setting up here will allow us to minimize the amount of raptures that could swarm us.
No. What happened? Did the game like bug or? I was not looking at the screen, so I only heard the audio.
Then what?
Since Gluttony reacts to strong energy sources, I'd say it stands to reason that's what we have to use to lure it, don't you?
Do we have something that's capable of producing that much energy?
We do. Both of you, listen to me carefully.
So this must be underground, right? Not underwater.
I'll lure out Gluttony. Uni, once I get it to stop, you need to make sure it doesn't close its mouth.
Oh.
You need to hold it open for as long as you can, however you can, until Mori and Siren are out of there.
She's going to hold it open like physically, get between Gluttony's teeth and hold his mouth open.
There's a chance they might not be able to escape through Gluttony's breathing hole. While Uni's doing that, Mori, you need to take the E2 crystals and hop inside its mouth.
Okay.
The main reason Siren refuses to come out is that she intends on sacrificing herself in order to eliminate the energy inside the AA pillar. In other words, if we can't convince Siren to leave of her own accord, we can't save her. That's why your role is the most crucial, Mori. Not only do you have to go back inside Gluttony and plant the E2 crystals onto its core.
Yeah, you're working a lot more recently, right? Bye-bye, Bebop. Have a good day of work then. I forgot about that. Not only do I have to go back inside Gluttony.
You also have to meet up with Siren and convince her to come out.
What's Mihara going to do? I don't know what she said. She'll lure Gluttony, and then Uni is going to hold its mouth, and Mori is going to go in and plant the stuff in the core. So what's Mihara going to do after baiting Gluttony out?
You can do it. No, you need to do it. We came here to save a life, not to lose our own.
You're right. I have to do it. I have to save her no matter what. That's why I asked for your help. You both are risking your lives for my sake. I won't fail you.
Mori looks at Uni and Mihara.
You've become a real trustworthy ally, Mori.
Don't make fun of me when I'm being serious.
All right, all right. Anyway, shall we get started?
Miharu walks forward. Uni urgently grabs Miharu's hand.
Yes, Uni?
Uni shakes her head at Miharu. Though she can't explain why, her instincts are telling her to stop Miharu.
Uni.
Uni shakes her head desperately, pleading for Miharu not to go through with this.
It's okay. I would never leave you behind. We promised each other that we would truly see each other, that we would feel each other's pain, and that we would atone for our sins together.
What scenes? I'm guessing that's about the story as well. The
I
campaign.
haven't forgotten that promise, and I intend to keep it.
Uni and Miharu lock eyes.
Trust me, and wait. Failure is not an option.
Uni lets go of Miharu's hand.
Thank you, Uni. I'll be back.
Miharu steps forward again, leaving Uni behind.
Code release. Activate all cores to their limit. Initiate fusion.
Ooh, so I guess she has already been implanted with the Rapture Core.
Recognition complete. Activate all cores in body to their limit. Error. Reaction error. Fusion unsuccess. Unlock code. Deep.
I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.
Activate all cores in body to their limit. Initiating fusion.
The area near Miharu's core starts to glow red.
Mihara!
Miharu curls up, unable to withstand the pain.
What did you just say? Put what where?
Mana, you did receive what I sent, didn't you?
I believe so. Are you talking about this?
Mana points to a palm-sized black box.
That's it. Looks like it arrived safely. I was worried because the elevator wasn't working properly. I suppose sending something small doesn't pose any issues.
I would like you to insert this in my body.
Excuse me?
It's a special gift I prepared for Mihara. To get her stronger much more quickly. Tuck it safe and sound beside her NIKKE core if you would. I would have loved to handle it myself, what with this being the first experiment and all.
Into her core, Damon. You have to pay attention. You have to fit it snugly. Right next to her core.
But as you know, I don't exactly have freedom of movement right now.
I'm still not following.
Mihara was the one who contacted me. Quite eagerly, I must say. She told me she requires additional strength in order to fight gluttony. Given that she couldn't utilize her current body's ability to its fullest, she wanted my help. And to that end, she agreed to become my test subject.
Mihara?
Why'd you say it like that?
Mihara?
Like an angry mom.
That's why I prepared this little doohickey for her. It's quite risky to be sure, but if you want to enhance a NIKKE's abilities in one go, it's the best option available.
So it's meant to enhance NIKKE's abilities. Yet you're having me insert it beside her core separately. Is this a rapture core?
You're familiar with the ins and outs of NIKKE bodies. I'm sure you can insert it next to her current core easily enough, right?
This is incredibly dangerous. If I insert this inside her, the NIKKE core could...
Do you remember your promise from long ago? You said you would help me the next time I wanted to do something good. Well, now's that time.
That's why you should not promise anything to anyone. That's what happens.
Can't leave the Ark at the moment. And Mihara needs to fortify her strength straight away. That leaves us with you, Mana. You're the only one who can do this.
You call inserting this inside a NIKKE a good thing?
Of course. I'm giving a NIKKE who wants to be stronger the power she deserves. What's more benevolent than that?
But a NIKKE and Rapture Core can't exist together. You of all people should know that a NIKKE's core...
Yes, I know. NIKKE cores have a barrier which prevents them from reacting with other cores. But what if you could break past that barrier?
What? Are you telling me you figured out a way?
So I'm guessing this is different than the way Uni was made, right? I guess the two cores Uni have are not like right next to each other, maybe. They're separate.
That's my little secret. If I told you, you might have to get sent somewhere awfully dangerous. You don't want that, do you?
Also, I wonder if she's also a NIKKE or if she's a human. Because I used to think Mana was a human, but no, she's a NIKKE. So I have no idea now.
No.
Now then, be a good girl, would you? Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. Don't peek inside the box and just put it inside her, okay?
Understood.
What's this barrier you're both talking about?
NIKKE cores have a safety mechanism, which makes it so they can't react with other cores. Even if it's two NIKKE cores in one body, it prevents them from interacting.
I'm guessing that's to avoid the cores being consumed by raptures.
It will
Probably.
also prevent rapture cores from devouring the NIKKE core,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
You mean NIKKE and Rapture cores can consume each other?
Yes, a clear example of that is core dust. It
Core
can
dust.
distill a rapture core down to its essence and use that to stimulate growth within a NIKKE's own core.
Jien!
Oh dear, there I go again, running my mouth. If you knew any more about this, Mihara, you'd never be allowed up on the surface again.
Core dust is one of
I'll
the
stop there.
resources we use to upgrade NIKKEs, right? I think it's that one that's look like a ball, right? A circle.
On the other hand, it's nice knowing the stakes, don't you think?
Of course. It's important to know these things.
Now then, Mihara, once that core is implanted into your body, all the abilities you previously couldn't draw out from your body will fully awaken. If there are no changes after the surgery, then it means your body itself is defective. However, I can quite confidently say that my sister is the best of the best when it comes to building NIKKEs. So
I wonder
I'm
who
sure
her
you'll
sister
become
is.
much stronger, Mihara. That is, if you can endure the pain. Every prior test subject has died because they couldn't withstand the pain. You, however, said you'd be willing to do anything. So I'm sure you'll be able to endure it, won't you?
Of course.
I can't wait to see how it turns out.
So she has tried this before, but the other test subjects is like were failures. Them so much pain that they just straight up die. That's crazy. Mihara clenches her teeth. She doesn't seem to be clenching her teeth here in this image. Just a Jane warned, a pain beyond anything imaginable courses through Mihara's body. Her vision repeatedly turns red, fades away, and then comes back.
Warning, system error. Warning, core response error.
Does she still have the bomb strapped to her neck? Is this not dangerous?
Warning, core resonance activation. Connecting code. Error. Warning.
Error.
Core type. Match. Error. Warning. Barrier. Reactivation required.
So the barrier is down. A series of warning sounds and error messages blare out.
I know. You're not used to a core like this. But you've got to accept it.
Mihara closes her eyes and begins to suppress the sensations surging through her. Inside her body, near her core, is a searing heat, like a blazing inferno. The conflagration expands and begins to engulf Mihara's own core.
Warning, barrier. Reactivation required. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
Countless warning sounds echo in her head. Mihara's movements, senses, and everything slowly becomes consumed by the fire.
If this continues, my body will...
Mihara's body begins glowing even redder. The inside of her core boils like a massive fireball, a volcano on the verge of eruption. As it rages on, her consciousness drifts further and further away. It's then that Mihara realizes. The moment she is completely consumed by the flames, she, as she knows herself, would cease to exist. From somewhere she can see, someone is screaming. A familiar voice cries out in agony. It screams, imploring her to not leave her behind again. Who is it? Who's calling me? Yuni and Mihara lock eyes. Yuni's eyes tremble with fear, terrified of losing Mihara once again. Her eyes beg Mihara to keep her promise. Mihara can't let those eyes be filled with despair again. This is making me a little emotional, guys. My eyes are starting to release some tears. But I'm not crying yet. Mihara bites down on her own cheek. Bites down on her cheek. Harder. The sharp pain in her mouth pulls Mihara back to life.
Me. Don't worry. I'll accept it all. The pain. The sorrow. The desperation. All of it. I'll take it all in. I will never abandon you. This time, no matter what, I will bring you back on the right path. If we die together. And if we live together. I will claim this power as my own, in order to protect our bond, no matter how great the pain. I'll do this so that no one will ever take you away from me again.
This is giving me some chills, some shivers. What even is the difference between shivers and chills anyways? I tried googling it, but I did not really understand. Light begins to radiate from Mihara's body.
Mihara?
Ooh. And that's cool. A purplish light, dark enough almost to be black, bursts forth from Mihara's core. and chain-like patterns of the same color spread all over her body. Miharu recognizes the changes in her body. She now realizes how to awaken the sensations contained within all living things. No matter how much larger her target is, no matter how overwhelmingly powerful they are, or how much pain they can endure, none of it matters anymore. So long as her foes are alive and connected to her via these chains on her body, she knows that she can now feel their pain as well. She can endure any amount of suffering they inflict upon her. Of that she is certain.
Such power. My arms could be ripped off. My entire body could be smashed to a pulp. And I would enjoy it.
Oh.
There's no limit to the pain that I can now endure.
How
thrilling. Oh, the fun I'm going to have.
With the clicking sound of chain links, the pattern on her body fades and disappears into her skin.
In order to establish a connection with these chains.
Miharu lifts her pendulum attached to the end of her whip.
All I have to do is stab the enemy with this. Suen was right. If this is the kind of ability she originally envisioned, then the sensory exchange I was capable of before could only be considered a failure.
So, Suen is the one who made her then? And is the younger sister of the other one who implanted her with the core now? Miharu looks at Yuni and Mori, who are watching her anxiously.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I've never felt this powerful in my life. Almost omnipotent. And considering how much energy I just released, it's bound to come calling.
And so that's how she was planning to bait Gluttony.
Everyone, back up.
Ooh. I feel like I have to cover this. Gluttony emerges from the ground.
Gluttony!
Now that our guest has accepted my invitation, let's go, Yuni.
Miharu steps forward, resembling a female prison warden about to weave a massive
Let
prison
the
for her
hunt
prey.
begin.
Damn, it looks like it's ending already, but there's like 4 chapters still, I think.
Follow me.
4 or 5.
Reloading.
I mean, not actually, because there's like chapter 11 is only a combat, so
Get right back into it.
maybe 3 combats. I mean, 3 chapters.
I should start preparing for the next class.
I'm counting them chapters, but I mean stages. Miharu swings her whip toward Gluttony. Sensing the threat, Gluttony attempts to retreat downward.
Sorry to tell you this, but you're not going anywhere.
Miharu lunges forward, striking at Gluttony with the pendulum. Gluttony twists its body and blocks the blade with its teeth.
Darn, it's good at sensing danger. Maybe it knows instinctively that a hit from this is bad news.
Miharu steps back and swings the pendulum toward Gluttony once more.
Mihara, watch out for the tentacles!
Gluttony extends its tentacles towards Miharu. Yuni grabs the tentacles. Gluttony's tentacles reach, how do you say this word? Reach as if trying to escape Yuni's grip. But she clenches the squirming bundle of fillers tightly and refuses to let go.
Yuni,
With a thundering roar, a shower of splinters burst from Gluttony's body.
Everyone, duck!
Mori fires her weapon at the shards hurtling towards Miharu and Yuni. Some fragments that she wasn't able to shoot down fall to the ground.
Oh, your shooting is really improved, Mori.
I still missed a few, so don't get too comfortable.
Thankfully, it's too busy digesting something to spew out that silver liquid. In that case, we've got a chance.
The noise of the whip. Miharu tightens her grip on her whip and charges forward. Miharu dodges the gaping maw attempting to swallow her, and drives the pendulum into gluttony.
Now then.
Dark purple chain-like patterns begin to etch themselves onto Gluttony's body, accompanied by a cold metallic sound. At the same time, similar patterns appear on Miharu's body.
Now that our chains are connected, why don't we swap our senses?
The chain patterns engraved on Gluttony and Miharu's bodies glow a lambent purple. I've never heard that word. Lambent. Let me search what that word is. Lambent. Wait. Lambent meaning. Of light or fire, glowing, gleaming, or flickering with a soft radiance. And someone tagged me on Discord. Let me see. Oh, I'll see it later. And the sound of chains tightening fills the air.
I can feel it. So this is what you're feeling. You really do have so much inside you. And you've never felt the sensation of your own cheek being bitten down on, have you? Would you like me to show you? Let's enjoy this pain together.
Oh, I forgot that this was her power. Like, it's more OP now, but her whole thing is like swapping senses with other people and then hurting herself. And bites down on the inside of her mouth. Wait, Miharu opens wide and bites down on the inside of her mouth. Gluttony convulses as if in unbearable pain.
You're so spirited now. Why don't we enjoy a little more?
Ugh. Just imagine it, it's making my cheeks hurt. Gluttony trembles violently, its teeth clattering from the agony.
Goodness, I didn't expect the pain to be so bad that you'd try to close your mouth. We can't have that. Otherwise Mori won't be able to pass through. Yuni?
Yuni lets go of the tentacles and quickly dashes forward. She pries open the struggling Gluttony's mouth and forces her body inside. While bearing the weight of its descending fangs, she keeps its jaw forcibly open.
Yuni!
Gluttony continues to spasm in pain. Yuni uses every ounce of her strength to keep the creature's mouth open as the crushing weight of the razor-sharp teeth bears down on her. Whew, that's a lot of words. I barely had enough breath to say it all.
No, your body can't handle the stress. You're incredible, Yuni.
Yuni.
Mori, you have exactly 30 minutes, not a second more.
Why?
After that, my sensory exchange will be severed.
I see.
You've got to convince Siren before then.
30 minutes? That's all I have?
Well, better stop wasting and run.
Can you do it?
Yes, I can do this.
Then go. Go and rescue Siren.
Okay.
Mori looks at Yuni, who seems to be calling to her. Yuni and Mori lock eyes.
I can't believe it. Did she just wish you good luck?
I think so. Thank you, Yuni. I'll rescue Siren if it's the last thing I do.
Oh yeah. Mori looks ahead toward the blocked chasm that is Gluttony's gaping mouth. Meanwhile, Yuni desperately continues to keep the jaws open. Mori hurtles herself towards the creature's mouth, and the black abyss slowly draws closer to her. Suddenly, something falls at her feet. A compass and a map that guide the way to the Ark. A first aid kit to heal her wounds. A chocolate bar to keep her hunger at bay. A field shovel that has saved her skin more than once at critical moments. Everything that has kept her alive until now falls to the ground. Why? Was her backpack open? Why did everything just fall suddenly? And the reality she had been determined to avoid comes rushing at her head on. Along with it, the fear of death comes crashing.
No.
Somewhere deep inside her, a voice screams for her to stop. A part of her wants to stop right there and cry out that she can't do this. This is clearly insane, like a suicide mission. What if Siren is already dead? What if she never realizes Mori is coming to save her? What if there's still even the tiniest bit of silver liquid left in Gluttony's throat? Or if Yuni can't hold on any longer and the mouth closes? What if Mihara collapses and can no longer restrain Gluttony?
No.
She'll die. She'll die in the most excruciating way. The life she has fought so hard to hold on to will crumble away in an instant. Just like how that shovel fell to the ground. So will she go plummeting into death's cold embrace.
No.
Even so, she has to run. She must. There are people out there who have risked their lives for her. It's time for her to repay the affection she has been given. She's here to save the person who reached out and gave her a reason to live. She has to go to her. Mori ignores the falling remnants of her life, summons her strength, and pushes off the ground with all her might. She sends herself hurtling towards... Toward or forward? Forward. Hurtling towards the lifeless abyss. It's a lot of breathing.
Let's have some fun!
Reloading. Give me just a second.
Almost in the end of the story. I mean, there's still more.
One more victory for Bolt and me!
When the hard mode unlocks, there's going to be the story that you usually have in the end. Probably. I mean, I don't see in the future, but I would guess there is more. Because there usually is. There's a massive tremor and the Crimson Sea begins to surge violently.
That sound.
Little Mermaid lifts her head and gazes above.
Gluttony is shaking?
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and focuses on the sounds Gluttony is making. Deep vibrations reverberate through Gluttony's body as it tries to move. Meanwhile, all the liquid inside it churns violently.
As if it's fighting against something.
Because it is.
But what?
Little Mermaid focuses even more, listening intently to the noises coming from outside. The sound of something being pierced into Gluttony's body. The agonizing cries of Gluttony as it writhes in pain.
Hurting it.
The sound of something blocking Gluttony's mouth. The sound of footsteps.
Someone's running this way? Siren!
Ooh, there she is. Little Mermaid looks up. Through the gap of Gluttony's opened mouth, light pours in, and within that light, Murray is there.
Hurry!
Little Mermaid frantically raises her
I
hand.
need to save her!
The bubble stretches from Little Mermaid's fingertips and wraps around Murray. Shortly after, the bubble lands on the tree.
Hurry! I really thought I was gonna die. What are you doing here again? Hold on.
Murray hurriedly digs through her belongings. Inside a glass bottle, the E2 crystals and battery remains intact.
Thank goodness. I got it through safely.
Mori?
Siren,
Murray grabs Little Mermaid's
let's
arm.
get out of here.
Oh?
Oh, my phone is almost out of battery. There should be enough. At 20%. Well, let me put it to charge. Where's the charger?
Litter is
Here.
here.
Reloading.
I really have to get another support for my phone because when I have to charge it now, I have to, like, how do I say this in English? I have to turn the cable, you know, and this is probably breaking the cable.
I should start preparing for the next class.
I need more energy. What time is it? 4:10.
Let's get out of this place, Siren. Mihara and Uni are waiting for us outside. They're keeping Gluttony from moving. We need to leave at once.
I can't. I must ensure the AA Pillar's energy is completely depleted.
You can do that outside. You just need to take it with you so that Gluttony can't consume it.
That's impossible. Gluttony is instinctively drawn to substantial energy sources. Even if we take it outside, Gluttony won't stop chasing it until it's consumed once more.
I wonder what gluttonies look like. Because we saw like that big mouth swallowing the AA pillar in the beginning. I guess that was gluttony. Like it was like a black mess with a bunch of teeth.
If it does swallow it and ends up digesting it, there'll be no going back.
Then we have to take out Gluttony.
I'm sorry. I can't go up against Gluttony now. Not with my powers weakened as they are.
Look! We can use this.
Murray holds out the glass bottle and shows it to Little
What is
Mermaid.
that?
This thing absorbs electrical energy. If we can lodge it into Gluttony's core, we might be able to stop it.
Oh. How does it work?
I honestly don't really understand the mechanics, but
I'm not very hopeful, guys. I have to be honest with you. I'm not very hopeful they are going to be able to kill Gluttony.
Mana, a researcher from MMR, said that if this comes into contact with Gluttony's core, it'll expand and absorb all of Gluttony's energy until it ceases to be.
But doesn't that mean it would also be dangerous for us NIKKEs?
Yes, but Mana said it'll be fine as long as it's contained somehow, like in this glass bottle. They were originally intending to use the AA pillar to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed it and threw a wrench in the works.
So that's what the AA pillar was doing
So-
here in the first place.
the AA pillar was going to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed the pillar, and now they're going to use the crystals to take out Gluttony to get back the AA pillar to then get rid of the crystals. It's a lot of steps.
I don't pretend to know all the details. But if we inject this into Gluttony's core, we can stop it. So let's be done with this and get the hell out of here.
Little Mermaid takes the glass bottle from Mori.
Siren?
Mori,
Yes?
you came back to this hellish place to give me this?
Yes.
Thank you, Mori. And I'm sorry.
Little Mermaid gently removes Mori's hand from her
I'm
arm.
not leaving this place. What? I will use this to defeat Gluttony. But first, you must leave.
No. I'm not leaving without you.
I might not be able to hit Gluttony's core on the first try. Even if I do manage to insert it into the core, it might not have the effect that we expect. Someone has to stay behind and keep watch.
Then we'll both stay.
We don't know how dangerous these crystals are, or what effects they will have on the bubbles, or NIKKEs. If things go wrong, we could both end up dead.
And I love her dub so much, man. The way she speaks.
And we'll die together.
Mori!
Don't even think about using your Kotodama on me. No matter how many times you send me out, I'll find a way to crawl back in.
Mori, don't do this.
No, you stop this. Don't throw your life away just because there's a tiny chance things might not go as planned. If there's even the slightest possibility, you need to cling to it. Stay alive.
Mori!
I know that I can't be of any help here. I'm not a goddess of victory like you. And even getting Gluttony to swallow me was a struggle.
He knows that Siren was a goddess of victory? Or is she just saying, like, in general, because NIKKE is there, the goddess of victory?
I can't even shoot well enough to block all the debris flying at me and my friends.
I think that's what she means, just like in general.
There's no way I can lodge these crystals into Gluttony's core either. Not with my pathetic strength. I'm just a useless NIKKE with nothing but this body. An incompetent member of the incubator squad who's about to be scrapped. I can't make a single impact in this filthy, cruel world. I know that. But...
Mori stares straight at Little Mermaid with tear-filled eyes.
I want to save you! I want to do that much. At least. You told me to live. That you were glad I was born. You saved my life. I want to see a world where you can be happy.
Hell yeah.
So live. Show me that it's possible. Prove to me that the world is a kind and beautiful place. That as long as you keep living, someday happiness will come.
Mori...
Prove to me that kindness should be repaid with kindness. That this is how we can find happiness. That good people will be rewarded someday. You're the only person who's ever celebrated my existence. You're the one and only true goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory.
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around. I'll lose all semblance of hope. How could I go on living in a world where no one celebrates my being there? So live for me. Even if there's one small chance at survival. Cling to it and seize victory. Stay alive and keep surviving. Save me.
Mori extends her hand towards Little Mermaid. And it's a very cool picture.
My goddess of victory!
Guys, it's making me emotional, guys. Little Mermaid looks at Murray's outstretched hand, and then into her eyes, which stare straight back at her. They are eyes of someone who truly believes in her. Eyes filled with unwavering faith. Eyes that seem utterly unbreakable. In those eyes, Little Mermaid can see herself, Murray's goddess of victory. Finally, something dawns upon Little Mermaid. She recalls how, so many years ago, her friends had offered her... I'm sorry, let me start from the beginning. She recalls how, so many years ago, her friend had reached... Sorry, guys, I apologize, but I have mental problems. Her friend had offered her hand in front of the lift, and the vow they made that day.
But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well.
Did we step into the lift that day expecting to succeed? No. We never tried to predict our success. Instead, we simply carried out our mission, which was to rewrite our story.
I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
I hope so. To reach a happy ending,
Let's write our story.
we risk our lives to become the goddesses of victory, who will never fail again. Little Mermaid looks again at the hand extended towards her. Every time she wavered and wanted to run away, her friend's unshakable faith guided her. And now, once more, that hand is reaching out to her.
You're right. I can't give up. If there's even the slightest chance of us being able to rewrite our story, I have to take it.
Little Mermaid grabs Murray's hand.
I will survive. I will become the indomitable goddess of victory.
Guys, I have chills, non-stoppable chills.
Together, we'll survive and forge our own happy ending.
Yes!
Yes! Hell yeah! I'm going to start breaking everything in excitement. So what time is it? It's 4:20. Well, if it was closer to 5 p.m., I was going to wait for the time to, like, for the day to pass, because NIKKE updates every 5 p.m. So
If there's even a chance,
I was going to wait to
I'll
recharge
take
the
it.
energy.
I will survive, no matter what.
Actually, I have to do my dailies, guys. I'm sorry for stopping the game here, but the story here, I mean. But I really have to do my dailies. I should have done them before the stream. Oh. Shh, ignore the wallpaper. Guys, don't see anything. Pum 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 pum.
Third simulation begins. It's going to be a bore, isn't it? The simulation room feels rather stuffy. I'd love to head outside. What purpose will I possibly serve when the surface is recaptured? The simulation room feels rather... It's going to be a bore, isn't it? Enoch and I are apparently... It's going to be a bore, isn't it? Third simulation is coming to an end. Impressive! On guard! Nepal, wake me up when the battle is over.
Pum 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 pum. And I wish I had patience to learn how to play an instrument. I think my old violin is still stored there in the place we put all the trash, but
Now is
it's
the
not.
time
It
of
doesn't really work anymore. It's like doesn't turn on.
You're really annoying.
And I love the songs in this game.
The party isn't over yet, is it? Let's go back and enjoy ourselves.
At least the ones like this, because this is my style. At least the other ones are faster, I think. So it should be fine. While the game does this, I'm going to drink some water, guys. Be right back.
The battery is dead.
Back. I forgot to click in the game screen again after I muted, so this whole segment was silent. I apologize for that.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
Welcome to El Marina! We have a star in our midst.
Whatever, I don't need to win this. I'm just going to pick the first target every time.
Beyond performance! Now, let the games, the time to try again, no?
Also, I'm way behind my power level for the amount of time I have in this game.
What a shame!
But like, I don't do I haven't been doing the campaign missions, so I have not been getting stronger.
Let the games
That's fine.
so soon!
Doesn't really matter. But I mean, it matters a little, but not too much.
Let's get this show on the road! Time to try again, no?
I think that was the last, right? Yeah. I also really should be doing the tribe towers, but I don't feel like doing them, man. Too much trouble. Look, I have not clicked in this in months. So yeah, I'm missing out because I'm lazy. Pum 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 pum.
Saw teeth, entire buildings, thank you!
No,
Hope you put it to good use!
I once paid 100 gems here, accidentally. And I was very sad for the rest of the day. Because I wasted 100 gems. Why are some stuff so hard to say? They aren't. I'm just dumb.
Commencing operation. Leave the support to me.
Also, I have not been doing the stories. Oh, I did this one. But like most of them I have not done. Like Trony here. We have to connect with the studio again. Let me do both things at the same time. There, connect, close. Okay. I've heard hobbies can be more enjoyable when done with other people. So I was thinking about picking up one of your hobbies so we can share it. What are you setting out to accomplish this year, Commander? Weapons research. I didn't know you were so interested in weaponry. That's something I would gladly participate in. Let me know the next time you're conducting any weapons research. I'm not going to read this, it doesn't really matter. You guys can read it if you want.
I will do all I can to repay you.
Maybe I should read it instead of being silent. Scary dream, got jammed. Won't be able to shoot. Just carry multiple guns. But a gun's like a lover. I can only love one. Went to a lady, which place? What an honest answer. What do I say, guys? I cannot go enough to close. I mean, not close, to be in front of the... I look first at her face. Of course. What a corny answer. How can you see a woman's heart at first glance? I don't see the eyes, but I look there. Not the eyes, the heart. Look, guys, it's just a joke. Haha. Haha. I actually don't look at women. I am definitely afraid of women. We're been to an amusement park. Pum. Heard everything there is so shiny. Croquette store. Man, her store makes me sad. Because they keep erasing her memories, right? Every day. But she started to remember things, right? Like her new framing. I'm pretty sure in her new body she remembers some stuff. Which one? Talk louder, speak with more conviction. This one. More conviction? You mean like being more forceful? I didn't say anything about using force. Oh, I like it. You know just how I feel, counselor. I can use force to get people to listen to me. Don't do that. Practice speaking with guilty. Was that the last one? No. That's the last one for Quincy. Counselor, if you and I went on a date in the Ark, what would you want me to do? Take a walk while picking up bottle caps, watch a movie. Watch a movie. You don't have to go to a movie theater. I'm not a fan of enclosed spaces. I knew the other option was the right one. Get this and done.
If you're around, rehabilitation doesn't sound too bad.
Look, this is the new body I was talking about, where she can remember some stuff. Everyone's been talking a lot about Christmas miracles lately. Do you believe in miracles? Yes, I believe in miracles. I don't. I intend to give this body back to Rapi as soon as possible, so don't worry about that. Man. The Red Hood's story wasn't the first anniversary, right? I think it was right when I started playing the game. I wasn't able to finish the story because I was too weak.
I can't let the others see me like this. You're the only exception I'll make.
Oh, sorry. Complete this. And then this one. Level 6. There's 25 days. Whatever. Oh, let's go. I'll have to use to buy more energy. There's still what, 25 minutes until 5 p.m.
If there's even a chance, I'll take it. I will survive, no matter what. Mori, Uni, Mihara, they all risked their lives to save mine. It's time I return
Wait,
the
her
favor.
lines changed. I clicked 2 times. I have to hear the new lines.
Mori, Uni, Mihara, they all risked their lives to save mine. It's time I return the favor. If there's even a chance, I'll take it. I will survive, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I miss them all. I must live to see them again. Mori,
What was Mori talking?
Mihara,
I mean, saying. Let Mihara hold on a little longer.
it's time I return the favor.
What was the other dialogue? Finally, I can go outside together with Siren. I can save her.
Even a chance, I'll take it. I will survive, no matter what.
I forgot about the mini game. Whatever.
Bolt, follow me.
That's right. Chapter 11. I mean, stage 11 is only just combat, so you just have to wait in this one. There.
Looks like you finally calmed down a bit.
Gluttony seems to be consumed by pain, its body shaking violently and stiffening.
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
Uni's arms, which have been holding Gluttony's mouth open, begin to creak.
Uni. It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
Uni nods her head. Uni shakes her head.
You can handle it? You're incredible, Uni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Uni looks at her creaking arms. The force is immense, but she can't let go. Because the moment she does, 2 lives will be in danger. Uni suddenly feels as if the weight pressing down on her is that of 2 lives. And then she remembers the way she frivolously... These fucking words, man. Frivolously. That's not how you say that. Frivolous. True words around when taking countless lives. If she were to bear the weight of all the lives lost to her, thoughtless words back then, just how heavy would it be? In that instant, Uni feels an unbearable weight of her sins. She now realizes the full weight of that promise she made then. The promise that she would do anything. The greater her realization, the greater the weight of her sins upon her shoulders. It crushes her, suffocates her. Uni looks at Mihara.
It's okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength. So, let's save them. Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift. The ones who consider us friends. If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption.
I really wonder what they did.
I'll be right there with you, Uni, until we reach the end of that path.
I think I remember someone saying that Uni joined the terrorists, right? Like Crow and the others.
So don't be afraid.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren. What's with all this shaking?
From inside Gluttony's mouth, 2 small bubbles pop out.
Bubbles?
The 2 tiny bubbles float towards Uni and Mihara's ears and whisper.
Uni! Mihara!
Siren?
Get back!
Uni!
Mihara quickly pulls out the pendulum and retreats along with Uni. Just as they have made their escape, a massive water bubble shoots out of Gluttony's mouth.
Wow!
The bubble plunges into the ocean. And then,
Uni, get down!
as Mihara pulls Uni down, silver liquid pours down from the sky. Mihara opens her eyes. A massive purple bubble spreads out above Uni and Mihara like an umbrella, shielding them from the silver rain. At the center stands Little Mermaid and Mori.
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
A few minutes earlier.
Siren?
A few minutes earlier. Like the SpongeBob guy, the narrator.
Do I really have to fire this thing?
Mori nervously looks at the bubble gun in her hand.
Let me make sure I've got this right. The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here. And once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right?
Aha! And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface.
Oh, so she sent the whole island. It was not just her and Mori.
That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
You're going to bring up this entire area?
That's why I need your help. The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun. That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
It's okay. The bullet will find its mark. I guarantee it.
In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your kotodama to make sure it lands where it should.
Uh-huh.
All right then.
Mori positions herself under the bubble tree, where she has the clearest view of Gluttony's core.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
Uh-huh. All right then.
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and gives a command to every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
With a powerful tremor, the space encased in bubbles begins to float.
Hurry, now.
Mori locks her eyes onto Gluttony's floating red core. She pulls the trigger. Bang. The bullet ejects from the bubble gun, pierces through the bubble wall, and heads straight for Gluttony's core.
Siren, hit your mark.
Just give an order to the bullet. That's cool.
I thought I was gonna die back there.
Mori collapses onto the ground.
What about the crystals?
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
Let's hope they don't fuse together and become stronger. The formerly paralyzed Gluttony starts to slowly lurch about.
I guess that wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but it looks like it had no effect.
They dubbed it wrongly. Little Mermaid points to Gluttony's mouth. Ooh. Inside its gaping mouth, countless crystals continually form and dissolve into the silver liquid.
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
Uh-huh. We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all before the silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals. So, I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
Hell yeah. I mean, it's not really my choice, but Little Mermaid turns around.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you. That's why we came here.
Cuckoo! Yeah, don't be silly and ask such an obvious question. I already told you, we're all coming back alive.
Little Mermaid is surrounded by friends who risked their lives to save her. Friends who are unbreakable.
Right.
Just like the old times.
We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together.
All right.
Last time this happened, it did not went very well. Huh? It did not go very well. Hopefully this time is different. Ooh, nice. There's actually going to have a combat with Gluttony. Damn, this thing is ugly.
Time for class to begin.
Guys, as you can see, I'm not good at this game, so... There we go. I'm actually very good, and I cleared the boss in record time.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Damn. Wait, let me hear this music. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. I love these distortions. Give me a minute, guys. I'm vibing right now. Okay, let's go. Damn. I might look for this music later. For this song. Gluttony roars at the ground.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected. It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would. Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy left in the crystals.
Maybe.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger.
Bait! Ah! I've got just the thing!
What? The A pillar?
Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. So, when I talked about her hugging the bubble where the A pillar was supposed to be, the A pillar is already liquid. It has been dissolved already. That's why it was small and I was asking.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Uh-huh.
Well then, let's get this thing to open wide, so you can feed it a little treat.
Let's go. All right.
Mori fires a barrage of bullets at Gluttony's battered body. Its tentacles try to burrow into the ground to avoid the bullets. But Uni grabs a hold of them, preventing the beast from retracting underground.
Nice going, Uni.
Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony and lodges the pendulum firmly into its body. Gluttony spills silver liquid into the air.
Watch out!
Spread out.
As Little Mermaid whispers, an array of bubbles expand and shield the group.
Don't you dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Shine patterns appear on Mihara and Gluttony's body and begin to glow.
Go at it together?
Mihara bites down on the inside of her cheek. For a brief moment, Gluttony freezes as if unable to withstand the pain.
Siren!
Oh, you want this pillar so badly? Come and get it!
The way she says that. As Little Mermaid stretches her arms, bubbles brimming with the pillar's energy bloom in the air.
Okay.
All right.
Mihara yanks out the pendulum. In a desperate feat, Gluttony opens its mouth wide, and lunges towards Little Mermaid, its colossal body scraping against the ground.
You want food?
Little Mermaid swings her hand, and the bubbles all fly towards Gluttony's core.
Chew on this.
The silver liquid within the bubbles seeps into Gluttony's core. Then... Ooh, damn. The E2 crystals absorb the energy surging forth from the core, causing them to rapidly expand.
Break apart.
At last, Gluttony's core shatters. So it's dead, hopefully. Gluttony collapses to the ground. The crystals that filled its mouth shatter as well.
It's finally oh.
Hell nah. Is it still alive? The underground vibrations grow fainter.
What's that?
I think it's Gluttony's main body.
Oh, hell nah. That was not the main body?
Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
No wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it. That must have been the connection to its main body.
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths
This fucking
attached
raptures,
to
man.
it. The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
So, the core we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
So it has multiple cores.
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
Yeah.
That's some rapture.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back?
It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are, it seems to have run away.
So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
Uh-huh. It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
So it severed its own mouth like a lizard severing its tail.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes. Considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs, I doubt it will be back anytime soon. It
Hopefully.
knows that this place is filled with his worst nightmare.
So what then? Did we win?
Yes, we did. We won.
Hell yeah.
We won! We won!
Mori collapses to the ground. Uni also collapses.
Good job, everyone.
Siren,
Collapse or collapse? Collapse, right?
how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so long?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
Yeah. It's been a really long time.
Little Mermaid looks up at the sky. Instead of the familiar underwater scenery, a real sky comes into view.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Right on time. Beyond the horizon, the sun slowly ascends, bathing the surroundings in a golden light.
It's breathtaking. The world is so beautiful.
You bet it is.
Oh, Mihara, Uni, Mori.
Tears flow from Little Mermaid's eyes.
Thank you for saving me.
Why are her hands so small? Or am I dumb and like it's normal? But they seem very small here.
Siren.
What are you crying for?
Because I'm so thankful. I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again. To be able to set my feet on solid ground. Breathe in fresh air. I didn't even dare dream of it.
Siren,
Thank you for saving me. For not giving up on me. For extending your hands out to me.
oh man, don't you cry. If you do, I'll... I'll start crying too.
Mori covers her face with her hands.
Don't cry, Mori.
So it's the inverse. Now Little Mermaid, now Siren starts crying because Mori is crying, and then Mori comforts her, and then Mori cries because she's crying, and then she comforts her. Now they're stuck in this loop.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was? Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense. Never again. You hear me?
Yes, okay.
Before the dazzling golden sunrise, a flustered Little Mermaid consoles Mori, who is wiping away tears. Meanwhile, Uni simply gazes at the moving scene before her.
Uni. How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
Uni looks at her battered arms, then at Mori and Little Mermaid, who are laughing together.
Feels good? If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Uni. Alright, you two. That's enough moving around now. That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
Oh?
Everyone looks in the direction Mihara is pointing. And she's a girl with long pigtails made of purplish
Those are the
bubbles.
I sent to find Cinderella.
Little Mermaid reaches out towards the girl, but the bubbles disperse as eventually dissipate.
What's she doing here?
Siren, over there. Look.
Mori points behind Little Mermaid. Ooh, animation! Damn, look at that ugly thing. There's no way!
Siren? Cinderella?
Guys, my eyes are filling with tears.
What are you waiting for?
I have chills, guys.
It's warm.
What are the chances that they find each other like suddenly? I'm not complaining. I'm glad it happened, but
Tears.
yeah, Grave doesn't remember her, right?
Eve. Eve?
Yeah.
Siren. It's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?
My mic doesn't pick up my claps, or does it? Wait, let me... It kinda does. When I speak, it picks up better. There. How much time? We're already past 5 p.m. Well, I wasted 3 energy then. That sucks. The bubbles finally reached the sea surface. The sea surface on the surface. Little Mermaid is finally reunited with those she missed dearly. Dearly. Look, there they are.
Leaving soon. Thank you, everyone, for everything.
This must be the place that Siren made. Oh. Pum 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 pum. That's nice.
We finally met. My dream.
This is really inside the ocean. It's so beautiful. I also have to see the bubbles, but
Knowing that what's by my side is
let's do
unbreakable
this stuff here
fills
first.
me with such joy.
Yeah, I wasted 3 energy, man. That sucks. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. And the hard stage is locked. Oh, I have to do another NIKKE string when I can finish it.
If you
Even combat is not my strong suit.
I'm always ready.
It would have been nice to play around with
I should have
longer.
let the Uni animation play. I love her animation. The thing she does. Okay, let's see the bubbles.
My dream has come true. Phew, the bubble workshop is finally cleaned up. I made so many bubbles here. The ones I sent outside, which resembled Cinderella, Ave, Hansel, Gretel, Levi, even a few that looked like me. Did they arrive at their destination? Did they find those whom they had been modeled after? Even if I disappear and become a mere bubble, will the bubbles be able to stay? I have to trust in the power Ave gave me. They will stay. They have to.
And apparently they stayed for a long time, right?
Thank you, everyone. Mori!
What? Why do you have that goofy grin on your face?
Because I'm thankful. I know you must have been scared, but you still came to get me. Thank you.
Don't be ridiculous. I wasn't scared at all.
Oh,
You don't believe me, do you?
no, I believe you. I know you're a brave person.
Oh, come off it. Just hurry up and get ready to go. Ihara and Yumi are waiting for us.
Oh,
Mori was kind of an asshole in the beginning,
knowing
but
that what's
I like
by
her.
my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy. Oh, that's right. I make beds here. Everyone uses them all the time, which I was overjoyed about. I guess no one needs this bubble bed anymore. Maybe I should just leave it alone. Yeah. I still want to enjoy the vestiges of those times. Just a little longer. I'll be leaving soon.
That's a lot of bubbles to watch.
I never thought I'd get to sleep on this bed again. I'm glad everything turned out okay in the end. Uni. I wasn't fair to you. I left you in the dark, and I left you to worry alone. I'm sorry. You're not mad? I can't promise that something like this won't happen again, but I will never abandon you again. That I can promise you. Thank you for believing in me.
Their relationship is so nice
No one's around.
to watch.
So I think I can treat myself to a little lie down. Dang, this is actually pretty comfy. In fact, this is basically the perfect bed.
I would think so, made of bubbles.
Everyone's outside, so it shouldn't be a big deal if I rest here for a bit, right? I really shouldn't snooze on duty, though. Whatever. No one's coming anyway. Might as well catch 40 winks.
40 winks? What does that mean? Wait, there's more stuff to get there.
Finally met. My dream has come.
Yumi? Why aren't you in bed? Don't your legs hurt? Were you really that worried because I fell asleep?
What does she mean?
Okay. I'm just a little exhausted and need some rest. I feel fine now. Nothing hurts anymore.
Is this after the fight?
It's okay, Yuni.
I think so.
I'm fine. I promise.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such joy. We finally met.
This one.
My dream has come true.
There's a little bit of money.
I'll be leaving soon. Thank you, everyone. For
Little more.
everything.
I mean, there's way too many bubbles to watch. And I'm very lazy. I think I'm
We finally
just
met.
going to buy more
My
tickets.
dream
I'm
has
going to
come
do
true.
a few more pulls. Then I think I'll end this stream because I really want to play Red Dead Redemption. I apologize, but... There. Come here, buy this. Let's go. There's the daily stuff. Ah, that's right. I was thinking what I wanted to do, I had forgotten. Sorry if that was too loud. I can't mute the mic when the game is open.
Soldier
For some
Odessa
reason
at your
it
service.
stops my keybinds. No! Clicked the wrong thing. Whatever. Let's see. Ooh, sure. Hopefully, one can hope, right?
Come to us. if you're lost.
Right.
I dared to hope, and I was only met with deception.
Leave the fighting
Not
to me.
deception, what's the word in English?
What for?
I don't know the word, it's not deception, it's another one. Whatever, you guys get the meaning. I have the gems. I'm going to do 10 more pulls. And if I don't get them, I'm just going to buy the characters. Well, that's it. I'm buying the characters.
You can take your time, Commander. Payment can be settled by uploading an e-invoice.
I will never fall, never falter, for I must keep the promise I made to everyone.
This bothers me a lot. This bubble that's cut off. And now Mihara.
Your purchase is complete.
Living life on the edge is a bomb
The animation.
to your back. What could be more thrilling than that?
Pum pum param pum. Where are them? I mean, where are they? Maybe down here? Yeah. Let's see Siren first. Okay, it's not cut off here. That's
I
great.
should keep talking, or else I might forget how to speak. What should I create with my bubbles today? Oh, right! I can't speak normally.
There's something in my eye. Ugh. Oh, it's still bothering me, but whatever. It's bothering less now. Damn, her reload animations, very cool.
This is a nice place. If we had all lived together in a place like this, I wonder what it would have been like. I think this building would look lovely decorated with water droplets. This place is so full of life. I hope everyone here will live a full and
Let's see the other skin. It has other
feel
voice
like
lines,
I
right?
become one with the bubbles.
Yeah.
Someday, will I be able to swim freely outside these
And I wish
bubbles?
I was able to buy these skins.
I feel like I've become one. Someday, I hope that one day I can show this place to everyone. My own space.
Let's see, she probably has other other lines here as well, right? Oh, that's cool. That
When I'm here,
this is probably the same, right? Yeah.
will I be able to become friends with everyone here someday? Everyone here looks so happy and free. It's incredibly. When I'm here, I don't feel so lonely anymore.
Now let's see Mihara, and guys, if you have not seen, Mihara has a crazy skin that I'm actually a little afraid of showing.
So this is what it feels like to be shackled. With this body, I think I'll be able to try out even more
Oh.
things.
Look, she licks her lips.
So this is what it feels like to be shackled.
That's cool. I cannot zoom in more.
I think these changes in my body have made me more sensitive. Now I can enjoy even deeper sensations.
I was not paying attention to the voice
So
lines. Let me.
This is what it feels like to be shackled. With this body, I think these changes. So this is what it. With this body, I think I'll be able to try out even more things.
Oh, damn. That's cool. Her weapon. Holy. Damn.
Lady Club? A rather unusual name, but I like it.
Come on, Damon. Look at this, man. You cannot, like, you cannot look at this and tell me that it's not great. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. Do you want to see what is Gunning, what is the real Gunning, Damon? Look at this skin then. Are you ready? This is a real Gunning.
When are you finally going to let go of your reservations and let me enjoy this fully?
Damn.
Still too weak. Can't you do it a little harder?
Oh, do you see the effects here? Look,
Under some stress.
the
Feel
ripples.
free to take it out on me.
Damn. I am a gunner and I'm proud of it. Ah! Sorry if that was too loud. I am a gunner and I'm not ashamed of it. Ooh. she also does the animation here, look. But it looks a little silly.
I'll be waiting for you tonight.
Ooh.
Isn't there somewhere darker or quieter we can go? It's too bright here. I don't see anyone here worth conversing with.
Me. I am worth conversing. Well, I want today's stream here then. Don't look at that. I want today's stream here because I really want to play Red Dead. I am a little addicted, I have to admit. But yeah, I will probably stream this again next week when the hard mode unlocks, so we can watch the last part of the story. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for anyone who stopped by. And I see you guys hopefully on the next stream, which is not going to be which is not going to be tomorrow, unfortunately. As always, I cannot stream on Tuesdays. So it's going to be on Wednesday, and I'm going to play a game that is... I cannot speak. It's simply impossible. I am going to play on Wednesday one game that I'm very excited for because it's a sequel for one of my favorite games. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. And bye-bye.